Yeah. No, I just want to congratulate Miami. They did what they normally do. They played a very similar game that they played all year. Um, we talked a lot about what we had to do to win this game, and we didn't execute what we needed to do. We talked about we wanted to run the ball effectively. We wanted to play field position. We didn't want to turn the ball over, and we didn't do any of those things tonight. So, I know there's a lot of analyzing of this game. It's pretty simple. We turned the ball over, and we had too many penalties, and you can't win when you do that. I think if you look at the yardage and all that, we probably came out on top on a lot of those stats. But the most important stats that matter are the turnovers. And so, proud of our seniors. There's a lot of tears and a lot of hugs in that locker room. We talked about the 27 seniors that we've had that have sacrificed so much and been through so much in their career at CSU. And, they've done some amazing things, and disappointed that we didn't send them out with a victory tonight. We had an amazing turnout here with our fans. So grateful for our fans being here and how they handled themselves here down in Tucson. We're very grateful for that. And so I just disappointed on how we played tonight. It wasn't typical of how we've played this year, and particularly taking care of the football. So I had a lot to do with the outcome.
Jake, can you ever really get a sense when there's a 4-week lag between games if your team is ready to be sharp or not?
I don't know. That's a difficult question to answer. I mean, I thought we were prepared for this game. We fumbled the football and we turned it over, and you can't do that and win. There's things that happen, and they are what they are. You just have to overcome them. Guys get sick, guys have this happen. The bottom line is that we have to focus and execute, and that's my responsibility, and we didn't get it done tonight. So I don't know if that's much of an answer for you, Mike, but it's hard to tell sometimes when you deal with young people.
Well, also in the moment, is it hard to tell when you take like 8-win season as a major step forward for the program, but that season ends with a loss like this? How hard is it for you to convince
It's hard.
who's coming back?
No, it's very difficult. We talked about this opportunity and how rare it was, and we didn't take advantage of it. And we need to find out why and get to the bottom of it. And so, very disappointed about that. Upset, angry, all the above emotions that you can have after a game like this. But I have to take a step back and think about our seniors and really appreciate what they've done. And so, we'll take a look at the game and how all the preparation for it and try to get down to the reasons why we did some of the things we did. And we're accountable for it. It is what it is. So, but I'm really proud of a lot of those guys in that locker room. There's a lot of disappointed seniors in there, and it's our last game together. We won't have this team together again, so really appreciate them.
Jay, you've coached in this bowl game before, but different sponsor now, kind of maybe a different vibe, different experience. How would you describe what the week overall?
I thought it was fantastic. I really appreciate this bowl staff. I think it's a great community here to have the bowl game. I thought, the event with Snoop and the youth kids was fantastic for our guys. And I just thought the whole game atmosphere was really special. The turnout of the fans, again, our CSU fans were amazing for being here, and really appreciate all the hard work that our administration did to make all that happen. We had some incredible alumni come back. We had Al Bubba Baker here and several other alumni, which was really special for us. And so, I'm obviously very disappointed we didn't play better. And so, And I talked to the kids about that, in this era of NIL and transfer portal and all this stuff. I was very very grateful this week that we had this opportunity. And, we talked about how these opportunities don't come very often. And we didn't take advantage of that as the way that we needed to tonight. So that was very disappointing, but we have to learn from it. We got a lot of good young players coming back, and we're excited to add to them with some new kids in recruiting in the portal and keep building on this team.
Limiting turnovers was a big reason why you guys had success this year. How much stock, I guess, do you put into the whole year versus this performance? Because it's probably discouraging at this stage of the year.
No, I mean, we did a lot of the same things we did all year. We just turned the ball over tonight. So, we call a screen pass early, which is a very safe play, and we put it in a guy like Avery's hands, and he fumbles it, and the interceptions that Braden had, we've got to do a better job on those. And so there's a lot of things that we could have done better, and we have to take accountability for that. It's something that we have to live with and try to do better with. And so it's very disappointing because I think those are all things that plays that we could make. And so wasn't typical of what we've been able to do this year, and it wasn't a performance that was indicative of what we could do this year. So, we have to do better, and we're going to go back to work and build on this and build a better football team in 25.
Where did you think the difference was defensively for you guys from the first half to the second half? 9
I thought our defense was fine. I mean, we didn't score enough points to make it a game. So, we gave up a couple big plays in the second half. We gave up a big play in a kicking game as well. I'll have to look at the film. But, the bottom line is we didn't respond offensively and score enough points to make it a game. So I thought our defense hung in there and did a good job.
Joining coaches Avery Morrow and Henry Blackburn, they're open for questions as well.
Coach, what are you going to need to do moving forward to create more consistency offensively and scoring those points?
Well, there's a lot of things. We have to show more consistency. We got to develop playmakers. We have to develop playmakers in the passing game as well as in the running game. And, we've traditionally had that. We were young this year, in my opinion. We were really young at receiver. We were inexperienced at tight end. And we've got to play more consistently at those positions. And Braden's got to be more consistent as well. So, it's a combination of all those things that will help us be more productive offensively. And so, we'll look at that. I'll spend some time looking at that here this week, and we'll really, dive in and see how we can improve and be better. But, that's something that's got to get better in 25 for sure.
Is the kind of offensive style the one you want to move forward with, though?
For me, offensive style has a lot to do with players. So, our style is going to reflect our players just like on defense. So, I think we will be better in a lot of positions next year. And, and we'll take a look at the style. We did what we felt like we needed to do this year to win. And, we'll evaluate that as we move through the offseason and address that accordingly.
How do you kind of tangle with your emotions? Because there's a lot to be proud of. You probably just didn't get the ending you wanted.
I mean, I have a full attitude of gratitude right now. I mean, I'm so proud of this team, and we challenged this team in January to, give everything that they possibly can every single day. Do everything you can, and we'll live with the result. And so, obviously, tonight didn't go how we wanted it to go, but we're still grateful. We're still grateful to be in this opportunity. Our faith in the Lord is still the same. We still have, we work for this, and we're going to be grateful no matter what. The Miami of Ohio, we knew they were going to be a fundamental physical team, and we weren't prepared to play a fundamentally sound game overall. And so going forward, all we ask is, like, the young guys, like, they need to learn from it and see the example we set. And, the good things we did, they need to go replicate that. The bad things we did, they need to go fix that. And so, when I was young and we were young, we didn't see what it was supposed to look like. And so, I'm just so grateful for this program, for this team, for these coaches, for everybody in this who's been a part of this. I mean, it's been an awesome run, and it didn't finish. We didn't finish on top, but we put the program in a position for the future, and guys became closer to God. Guys became closer to each other. Guys, it's like this whole team flipped out upside down. And so in the future, like, I just know it's going to be in a great position. Coach Lavrell is going to have a great, plan to get this team where it needs to be in the future. And so that's my mindset right now. Like, we'll have the rest of our life to sulk about it and stuff. And right now I'm just going to spend these last moments with our guys and just love them up. And then we'll think about, I'll have the rest of eternity to think about,
I understand for you tonight, Avery, I mean, you do become the first back in this program to reach 1,000 yards in a season since 2017, but it comes on a night like this. There's still, you look at more what you're happy about, what you accomplished, and the way it ended.
We accomplished it. There is no I in team. I couldn't have did that 1,000 yards with the other 10 people on the field. I love each and every person on our team. You guys kind of interrupted me. I was giving everybody a hug, and I had to come and do this. No disrespect to you guys, though. I love all you guys. But no, I don't feel like I have anything sad to say or anything like that. Me personally, I could have been somewhere different. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for all the relationships I've made. I'm grateful for all the hard times I've been through, because it made me the man that I am today. And I'm so grateful for this man right here. He believed in me as a young kid. He was my only offer, and I wouldn't have been able to do this without him. And shout out God too, man. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to get where I am today. But yeah, man, to piggyback off of Henry, I just hope all the young guys learn from us. It's hard to win, and I think a lot of young guys, when they're coming from high school and they're the big stars on their team, they just think they can just run everywhere and do whatever they want. But college football, every play matters, offense, defense, and special teams. And, it takes guys like Henry, Chase, and all of our captains to lead us and, do what other people won't do, be the vocal leaders and stuff like that. And I can't wait to see, what they look like next year.
You mentioned it earlier, but you and Avery have both been here through the downs and helped build this program up into what it is now. When both of you look in that room to those guys that are returning next year, what do you see?
I mean, I see a lot of guys who have I make jokes with some of the younger safeties. They got the twinkle in their eye. Like, there's a lot of guys in that locker room, young dudes who want to be great, and they really want to be great, and they want to do everything they can to be great. And so I know this program is going to be in a great position because they've got a good example of what it should be like. And even off the field, like, these young guys are becoming men, and they're learning how to be men. They're learning how to be respectful. They're learning how to love people. And so going forward, I know that this program will be in a good place because the people in that locker room are maturing, and they're becoming, they're developing into great players and great men. And so, just leaving this place, like, I just hope that we could have left our mark. We did it. We put our hearts out there every single day, in the off season. Avery, me, like, we're getting extra work every day, doing things, doing things that were different than the past. And so now those guys can take that standard that we set and they can build on it, and they could push the standard. And so now the standard is we're going to a bowl game. We're playing for conference championships. That's the standard now. And now they can go run with it. And so that's all we can ask for, and that's all we can do. So I know it'll be in a good place.
I don't know, I'm old enough to where I appreciate football. Every single day I get to go to work, I appreciate it. And I just think it's getting lost. The gratitude and the appreciation of being on a team and coaching college football and playing college football and being appreciative of your scholarship and the things that this university gives to you is what we're trying to emphasize here at Colorado State. And it's getting lost. We're going to lose it. And I don't know what you guys are going to write about, to be honest with you, because the greatest thing about college football are these young kids and when they put themselves on the line for each other. And that's why people come and see it. And it's hard. You know, it's becoming hard to coach and to put organizations together with people that care and that are respectful and that appreciate the opportunity that they have. And so, you know, we're fighting like crazy to keep that. And you know, there's a lot of different things that come into play. And you try to manage it the best way you can. But these two guys are the greatest examples of college football. I mean, they've overcome the obstacles. They've led their teammates. They've been leaders. And I'm just so proud to have coached both of these guys. And we've got a lot of guys in the locker room like that. And so, but it's what we're building here is that appreciation for going out and wearing that CSU jersey and representing this university. And so we'll keep doing that. And but I'm just so proud of these guys and Jack and Chase. And, you know, I just gave Jacob Gardner a big old hug. I mean, that guy started every game for 5 years, never missed anything. And just really appreciate him and his sacrifice for the program. So these guys are tremendous example of that.
Thank you, guys.